Good morning, men and women of God. Today is September the 10th, 2013. Exactly one day tomorrow will be our 12-year anniversary of our 9/11 attacks that were done in 2001 against the Pentagon. September the 11th, 2001, there was a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks launched by the Islamic terrorist group of Al-Qaeda upon the United States in New York City and Washington, D.C. September the 11th, 2001, 4 passenger airlines were hijacked by 19 Al-Qaeda terrorists so that they could be flown into buildings in suicide attacks. 2 of those planes, American Airlines flights 11 and United Airlines Flight 175 were crashed into the North and South Towers, respectively, of the World Trade Center complex in New York City. Within 2 hours, both towers collapsed with debris and resulting fires causing partial or complete collapse of all other buildings in the WTC complex, as well as major damage to 10 other large surrounding structures. A 3rd plane, American Airlines Flight 77, was crashed into the Pentagon and the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense, leading to a partial collapse in its western side. The 4th plane, United Airlines Flight 93, was targeted at Washington, D.C., but crashed into a field near Sharksville, Pennsylvania, after its passengers tried to overcome the hijackers. In total, almost 3,000 people died in the attacks, including the 227 civilians and hijackers aboard the 4 planes. It also was the deadliest incident for firefighters in the history of the United States. Suspicion quickly fell on Al-Qaeda through the group's leader, Osama bin Laden. Initially denied any involvement in 2004, he claimed responsibility for the attacks. Al-Qaeda and bin Laden cited U.S. support of U.S. Israel, the presence of the U.S. troops in Saudi Arabia, and sanctions against Iraq as motives for the attacks. The United States responded to the attacks by launching the War on Terror and invading Afghanistan to dispose of the Taliban, which had harbored Al-Qaeda. Many countries strengthened their anti-terrorism legislation and expanded law enforcement powers, having evaded capture for years. Bin Laden was located and killed by U.S. forces in May 2011. My brothers and sisters, I come to you from the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verses 6. And it says, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated for the nations, all nations, for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. Because all lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to the nations, and then the end will come." My brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're at. But today is September the 10th, 2013. Tomorrow will mark our 12th anniversary of the Twin Towers coming down and the Pentagon crashing down. I want to beseech you, my brethren, what are you doing to get the gospel of Jesus Christ out? Not many of us know when will be our name that is called on the road. But I beseech you, my brethren, get your house in order. Get your temple together. I'm not talking about Greater Mount Zion. I'm not talking about St. James Missionary Baptist Church. I'm not talking about Global Life International Ministries. I'm not talking about Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. I'm talking about your temple. I'm talking about your body. Will you be ready when the good Lord calls your name? Will you be able to say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast fought the fight, kept the course, and continued the race"? Come on up and enter into eternal rest. Man or woman of God, I beseech you, my brothers and my sisters, whatever you're doing, stop it. Take a retrospective look at your life. Begin to operate in a different perspective. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I beseech you that on today, as we embark on the 12th year of the attack, please continue to memorialize the families that were lost. Please continue to be in prayer and supplication for the loss of America. I beseech you, my brothers and sisters, that as you continue to seek the Lord and you continue to do what God has called you to do, I want you to pray and ask God, what is it that he would have you do? For we are to be according to the Great Commission. We are to go ye therefore, preaching and baptizing of the Lord Jesus Christ. Men and women of God, please don't accept anything less than the raw, butt naked, buck-bald truth that Jesus Christ is Lord, and without holiness no man shall see the Lord. I beseech you, brethren, get it right, get it right, get it right, and let's go home on the morning train. The evening train may be too late, so let's go home on the morning train. Seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Be blessed.